Hello, this is Allie, Twitch superstar, just to say, Commodore Ty has all your nerdy news in the world of pop culture. Come and boldly go where no man has gone before.
Incoming message from Commodore Ty.
Hello all, it's your Commodore Ty Coles here with another Loki review. This is Season 1, Episode 2, The Variant. So, Loki has joined up with the TVA on a mission to find another variant of himself, which attacked somewhere in Wisconsin. It looks like it's at a medieval fair type deal.
What's going on? You guys aren't dressed right. So, variant detected, Commander. Let's move. Some of us need this,
A Norse tradition because Loki's a Norse god. But one of the soldiers gets abducted by the variant, and she attacks the rest of her crew. And then is captured by the variant. And while that is happening, we see Loki, and looks like he's now working with the TVA and going over some stuff.
Come on, Loki. What is it?
It's when the TVA can no longer reset the Nexus event. Okay? Morning.
Right, and that would lead to the destruction of the timeline.
The team with Loki and with Mobius go to investigate the recent activity, and they try to figure out what the hell happened. And Loki's stalling the hell out of them by telling them this ridiculously long story and plan of what's happening.
Drunk with power, blinded to the truth. Those you underestimate will devour you. You underestimate me, just as you underestimate this lesser Loki. Which is why you walk into one wolf's mouth after another.
2 units. He is wasting our time.
So they reset the timeline, and they declared the one-time agent missing in action. Mobius gets called up to the judge's room, who is called Renslayer. He talks with her, and he convinces her to give Loki another chance.
It didn't go exactly the way I wanted it to today, but here's what we did find out. The variant likes to stall for time, and eventually we'll catch the other one doing the same thing, because understanding this Loki helps me get closer to the one we're chasing. Right?
Mobius sits Loki down to go through all the files of the variant's misdeeds. And then, while reading all the files, Loki figures this out, that the variant is hiding near an apocalyptic event.
If everything and everyone around you is destined for imminent destruction, then nothing that I say or do will matter. Because the timeline's not going to branch.
And to confirm this, Loki convinces Mobius to take him to Pompeii just before the eruption, and it's proven true.
I don't believe it. 0 variance energy, no branching in the timeline. The TVA would never even know we were here. If it were me, this is where I would hide.
So they got 2 pieces of evidence now. The bubble gum that we saw in episode 1, and that the variant is hanging out near an apocalyptic event. And they track it down to Alabama in about 30 years, so 2050. And there's this massive hurricane going through. People are saying it's global warming. I don't really care. It's a hurricane in an area that prone to hurricanes. So they go around looking for this variant. They realize the variant has now possessed the body of several locals, including the TVA agent that's been hounding Loki for the last 2 episodes.
Looking for the disaster shelter?
No.
And it's revealed that she is a female version of Loki. And she rejects his offer to work together and overthrow the timekeepers and the sacred timeline.
I'm going to overthrow the timekeepers. And, cards on the table. I could use a qualified lieutenant.
And then causes a mass panic in the TVA when she detonates all those reset charges and sends them to God knows where.
Where are they going?
She teleports out and Loki follows her. So this is crazy. This is the fracturing of the timeline, creating the multiverse. On the bright side, they got their soldier back.
I want to go home.
I get you there.
Overall, it was an interesting episode. I loved how Loki was still being Loki. And I'm really digging the relationship between Mobius and Loki. The reveal of Lady Loki, didn't really care for it. It was kind of meh. And I love how Loki was saying, yeah, you are chicken shit because you won't even face me like a real person.
What's the matter? Are you too scared to meet me face to face? Show yourself.
But there's been some development in that it might not be Lady Loki, because in a foreign language translation of this episode, she's revealed to be Sylvia. That is the given name to the Enchantress. So I believe, yes, it is true that I believe that this is not a female Loki. I believe it's a combination of Lady Loki and the Enchantress into one character. So we got a little bit of Lady Loki and a little bit of Enchantress, because I don't think she is one or the other. I think she's both. So it'll be interesting to see where they take this and how fucked up the timeline is now that the charges have been reset and chaos is about to ensue. So when watching this series so far, I honestly can't see where they're getting this woke idea. It has a few female characters in it. So what? At the end of the day, the show is about Loki, not these female characters. It's about Loki. It's Loki's story. Loki's going after the female Loki, or the Enchantress, or whatever the hell the name she wants to go by. It's Loki that wants to take over the TVA. It's Loki that's working with Mobius. It just frustrates me when I hear this, but whatever. I'm going to enjoy the show. If you don't, then don't. But let us enjoy it. So stay tuned and let's wait for episode 3. So for your Commodore, Ty Coles, live long and prosper. The only frequency's closed.
Thank you for watching the video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, watch one of my many other videos, and if you like what you see, you can support the channel by donating to my PayPal.
So, for Commodore Ty, live long and prosper all, and for now, until next time, the hailing frequencies are closed.